Hi, I'm Nimdra, and I'm gonna tell you my story how I made cosplay a profession. I never knew my own ambition and how far I would go. I made my first cosplay in 2009, Amy Sorrell from Soul Calibur 4. I used to play that a lot. So I made my own costume and I competed, and something amazing happened. People voted for me. So I won my first prize, the People's Choice. In the end of 2016, I got to work with Ejstes Studio, and I was interviewing cosplayers around DreamHack, and apparently they really liked my work. So they called me up to Stockholm to their studio. And from there, they hired me as a cosplayer.
Hi everyone! Welcome to today's show. Today we're gonna talk about tips and tricks on how to cheat in cosplay. Let me tell you a bit about the episode and what we will show you. We have 3 guests today. I will represent them soon enough. And we have one cosplay highlight, and that's when we bring a cosplay in the spotlight and talk just about them and their skills and who they are. So that's in the second segment, so stay tuned for that. Also, let me tell you a little bit about our YouTube channel. We will upload every episode we record here on the YouTube channel. It's called Cosplay Studio with Nimdra, and that's me. And we will, I will upload vlogs and workshop, which is when I work with a cosplay. Right now I'm working on Zelda from Breath of the Wild. I know it's very popular and a lot of you have been playing that game, so I wanted to make a cosplay from there. So I want to start the show with presenting my guests. This is Elvina, also called Grimalkin, and Emma, also called TurtleDragon on Facebook. So tell me, who are you?
Well, I am, I'm a barista working at Webhallen in Fridhemsplan. I usually actually work in cosplay sometime, and I live here in Stockholm as well. So it's just doing my way of the day, having fun, and also I'm what you could say a craftsman in the 24-hour cosplay making version.
Yeah, you do cosplays at your work.
Yeah, precisely. And I also do them very quick because sometimes we get deadlines that, oh, could you make this cosplay in 3 days? And I'm like, I can do that.
Yeah, I believe we have pictures of your cosplay.
Yes, I have some pictures, yes.
So because I think you were one of the first cosplayers that worked as a cosplayer in Sweden.
Yeah, it's like when people talk about professional cosplayers, it's usually you think about those big names. But since I actually work with it, that I got jobs from different, or like via my job, I got them from game companies. So I see myself as kind of a professional cosplayer, yes.
Yeah. So Emma. Oh wait.
Oh yeah.
Here we go.
So this was my Assassin's Creed cosplay from Unity, and that was actually one of my first work cosplays I did. I spent about a week on this one, which was very long for me, I free-handed the pattern and made the shoes and yeah, anything you see. First time styling a wig as well, in a sense that just curling and fixing, so I was pretty proud with that. And also thanks to Polly Cosplay Photography, she's amazing.
Yeah,
everything she does.
Yeah, it's amazing. And I know you had a Ghost in a Shell cosplay for the premiere.
One of my favorites.
There we go.
Yes,
you look so good there.
Thank you. It's like I love the Ghost in the Shell franchise. I've seen the anime movies. I've seen the new movie.
What did you think about the movie?
I thought it was okay. It's like I didn't go in with a lot of expectations since we've read a lot, but I also saw it in Denmark, and the actor playing Bato was at the premiere where I was, so I actually got to take some photos with him. So it's like I kind of got biased. It's like okay, I have photos with the Bato, so which is a side character in the movie.
Yeah, it looks amazing.
Thank you. And that was also, and yeah, it's like more of that, very good. And it was actually a jersey fabric I used, so I just so that's also when people ask me when I did this cosplay, like, what fabric did you use? And so it's made for use like making teddy bears.
Yeah.
But I just flipped it inside out because I had the furry side on the inside, so the shiny side is outwards.
That's interesting.
Yeah, and also bought gloves and had my leather jacket, which means that you don't have to make all the components in a cosplay yourself. You can actually buy parts, no worries.
Yeah, that's a great tip for all you new cosplayers out there. And
here, Tracer, ta-da!
Yeah.
And this was also I done for DreamHack, and it's also, I think I spent a week on this one as well. So it's a lot of EVA foam, food cans, and different stuff. But I can go more into that later, I think, actually. So it's super fun.
And now we go to Emma.
Hiya.
Hi. Who are you? How old are you? What do you work with, or do you study?
No, I don't study for the moment. I'm actually trying to think to go back to studies, but I have no idea what I want to study. But right now I'm working part-time job in a cooler warehouse. So we get the milk out in the stores. But to be fair, I get so many times, so I kind of feel like I work like a full-time job. So, but I love my job and my coworkers are great, so I don't mind at all.
Yeah, and you are also a cosplayer and good at this cheating in cosplay.
Yes, I'm a cheating master.
Yeah.
I actually took over the couch with most of my props here as well.
Yeah.
But I can go on details on them later. I can tell the fact that I can actually say that it's very funny to actually have two sheets cosplay, but actually get prizes for them. As I can say, I can take that later.
Yeah.
But the thing with my cosplay is that while the thing is with cosplay is that many people usually have a trend to actually cosplay from things that are recently new. So it's more common to see the cosplays from like popular games or anything that's like recently new, like Legend of Zelda, for example. But for me, who isn't more, I don't know much of Legend of Zelda. I play more Kingdom Hearts, so maybe cosplay party from that will come. But I'm usually taking parties from shows and series that might not be so very well known by others. So I rather want to take from anime series, animated movies, or series that people have never heard of, and try to make not just aware of the shows, but also want to give my I want to take out the character from that show and show them a very good character, actually. And that's why some of them actually might be, who's this character? And I was like, this from this show. And like, go watch it. You will like it. I can recommend it.
Yeah.
I know some of my photos are from some characters that people might not know for sure. Or I like old classic, like nostalgic ones.
Yeah. I mean, it doesn't really matter who you cosplay as long as you like your cosplay. Oh yeah, I forgot to tell you guys, if you hashtag cosplay studio, you can ask us a question and we will bring it later in the end of the show. I totally forgot about that, sorry. But that's it, I love this part, so go ahead and send us a lot of questions. You can ask us how many questions you want and tweet as many times as you want. So go ahead and tweet us. You have the hashtag right here.
Join the fun.
Join the fun.
Ask us anything.
Come on, guys.
Yeah, we have the guests here, so you can ask them stuff.
You can ask him too, but I have to answer for him.
Yeah. We have pictures of Emma as well. See if they can show us those. There we go.
Oh my god, yes! No, it's not Robert who takes it, it's a Sparkle Cosplay, actually. It was from my phone. She helped me take the photo when we were at Comic-Con. That's actually one of my favorite photos, actually, to have a character from an old film into a recently new series.
Yeah.
Because what's Queen of Hearts not sitting on a throne and say off with the heads in a perfect way?
Yeah, I like your expression.
Yes, you have to scream when you're her, otherwise you're not Queen of Hearts.
Yeah.
Or in this case, Queen of Thrones, move aside.
Who will take over Westeros?
Yes, but So, but it was a lot of fun, and I also took photos for Sparkle Cosplay and Mokka, who was there as well. They were in female versions of Zeus and Hades, so they were like,
they looked amazing.
yeah, they looked amazing as well.
You all did your cosplays in like no time.
Yeah, about Queen of Hearts, she's one cosplay I'm very comfortable with because she's very loosely. The entire dress is all put together, so I can just drag it in and drag it out. So it's no way of like attaching it to some different parts. So it's like I have some leggings under it. So
Yeah.
it's one of the ways to.
It's like a one piece, pretty much.
Yeah, one piece. I remember doing it for my Oberon cosplay, which that thing is from.
Yeah.
I also do it as well. I designed it so I can open it up here, put it up here, and open it here because it was his battle armor from later on the seasons. And it was fake leather, which I heard from experience that it's not a very good idea in hot weather during Narcon summer. No idea.
Been there, done that.
Yes.
Oh.
So I decided to make sure avoiding that. So I can open it up and like flap, 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 like air in it.
Yeah.
So, but it was also one of my favorite projects to actually sheet because as you can see on this one, it has this snake skin-ishy look, but it didn't have that color before, but I managed to find a way to make it look like this brownish because in the beginning it was purple actually. So,
right.
and I did it to this armor.
Oh, there's the camera.
Yeah.
Yeah. But
They keep moving the cameras around here, so
keep it on us, people.
I'm blaming everyone else for this.
Blame everyone. Blame
How
the
did you
spear.
do the snake?
The snake, it's foam on the red, then I put some clay over it, and then put the details on it. And this part is tree, which I cut the materials rather than foam and stuff.
I really like the snake.
Yes.
It's
The
nice
snakes,
how you
there are two of
made
them.
it. Oh yeah,
How they wrap around.
Yeah.
yeah.
But unfortunately, this one took a hit when we were at that convention for 2 years ago, I think.
Battle damage.
Yeah, battle damage right here. You can see the duct tape what I painted over because it wiggle.
Oh, yeah. Battle scars, dude.
Don't wiggle it.
Yeah, and this is one of my favorite props that I still have left. My Bender cosplay.
You won a prize for that.
Yeah, it was my first cosplay prize actually. So I got at Narcon 2015, Narcon Winter 2015.
Give me.
And it was my first prize.
Perfect. Can we just continue the rest of the show like this? That would be amazing.
I'm not sure everyone can hear me. Oh God, my hair. Yeah, keep telling us about this.
You can show how it's looking inside.
Oh, it's cardboard.
Yeah, it's cardboard with a lot of tape.
Which is also like,
There's
remember you
my
can
picture.
always... Yeah.
There's my picture. There's my monster. As you can see, the head is there, and his main part is actually made of chicken hen, actually, and papier-mâché. This is one of my bigger projects. And
What did you say the main part is made of?
the one I have the chest. The chest part is made of chicken hen and papier-mâché.
Chicken neck.
Chicken net.
Yeah, I was like, what? You made it out of what?
Chicken hen net, I mean.
Close enough.
Close enough. And I actually decided I can open that, so you can see I can actually open the middle part of it.
So you can open the hatch.
Yeah, like he does in the series. It was a little bit failed version, as you can see, because you can also see the sheets on the arms. Under it, I have an old T-shirt. I sacrificed for that, and sewed the arm parts into it. And the hand parts are made also cardboard and duct tape, a lot of it. And the feet were made of foam, and then put, like I did with my Darkwing Duck cosplay, I put a lot of fabric on him. And I actually stole from Darkwing Duck that made the mouth here so I can see through it, because I made a design fault on this thing. So I was supposed to look from here, but I did something wrong when I did this first time. So I had to cut out a piece here and put the fabric on here.
Ah, right.
And then I had to count on the stage. And I heard from the judges that they said, don't fall off the stage, don't fall off the stage.
But that's a classic one when it's like when you have masks or anything where you can't see and you just see everyone, or really high heels, and everyone just sits there and it's like, don't fall, whatever you do, don't fall. And it's like,
that's why I counted. And I heard from the people backstage that I got a lot of applause, but unfortunately I didn't take it in because I was so focused to actually make sure my steps and where the stage were and being characters. So
that's like the first.
Yeah, I usually black out as soon as I get on stage. I'm like, what is going on?
There's like, and then you go off stage and remember, what did I do? Did I actually do the things I was supposed to, or?
Did Nimdra do good? I did good?
Nimdra did very good.
Did they do good? Thank you. Can I have a snack?
So the fun thing is that when I do these cosplay projects, and I actually got another prize for another cosplay, Lord Dominator. Actually, it was my first performance
I think
competition.
we have a picture of that.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah. Keep telling us about it.
Yeah, but it was my first performance because I really wanted to compete in the master category, but I knew that you have to be better in cosplay making in that category. So I was like, okay, let's try performance instead. It's like the kindergarten version of that, I think, in my opinion. So I sent it in, and I managed to have the characters sing performance from the series and short it down to 2 minutes, which was perfect. And the fun
There we go.
There we go. There she is.
You look fierce.
Yeah, that's what she is. She's a very chaotic character, but she acts like a jerky teenager, but who is a smart one. So she's not like the Swedish kids now these days.
I wish we had your performance in a better quality. Sadly, it was very shaky, and the sound was very shaky. That's not your fault.
No. The thing is that it was both sunny and rainy on the same day, so it was like a typical Swedish summer weather.
Yeah.
But I can tell you, Lord Dominator is actually one of my favorite cosplays, actually, because it's been so much fun. I can actually confirm that 2016 was the year of Lord Dominator for me.
Yeah.
And the thing is with her costume is that, as you can see in the arms and the middle part of the costume, is it's supposed to be green, but I took fabric and sewed them all together, so I didn't have to body paint. And with my body shape, I didn't feel, with a skinny character, I was like, nope. So
But it also a benefit because the paint won't sweat off and you won't smudge on everything.
Exactly.
Because like you go to conventions, you want to hug people, and then it's like, no, you can't. Because
I usually
you will
do
ruin
the
them.
cosplay hug.
Yeah, it's like, don't touch my wig, don't touch my makeup, don't touch my costume. Perfect.
Well, the helmet was a monster, I can tell you that. And the fun thing is that the crown above her was also apart from the Queen of Hearts. But I forgot it when I was at Comic-Con, so it was the reason why I had a different crown. I managed to...
Well, it still fits.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, another thing you can have with cheats and tricks is make sure that you have... don't panic so easily. I mean, it was a crown was missing, so I thought, okay, let's go to a child store and, a toy store and buy a crown there. So I managed to find one in that little quality, but I thought, oh, it's a shiny one, so you can put it on.
Yeah.
I want to start a bit about the questions I've like already started. Hold on.
Yes, me lady.
Perfect.
Okay, tell us, how do you make a 1 week cosplay?
Everything I do is 1 week cosplay.
How?
How I do?
Where do you get the materials?
Yeah.
How do you do it? Do you cry?
Of course I cry.
Who doesn't?
No, actually, first step for me is usually reference. Like the most time goes to like finding references and pictures of what is it I'm supposed to build, and I build it in my head before I actually do anything. Because I think a lot of time consuming comes to where you are too afraid to start.
Yeah.
You just have to plunge yourself into this and realize that if you set a deadline and you split up everything that you need to do, you can do it. And also like write a list of all the materials you need. Do you have, for example, do you have anything at home? Do you have fabrics that you can reuse? Wigs are usually the worst part though, because that's like, okay, how am I gonna order something that could come in a week time? Coscraft is a really good one. Actually, they send from UK, so that will usually come in about 3 days. So that was a really cheap example as well. And also, like fabrics, go to nearest fabric store. And also depending on what budget you have, because that can be a really tricky one. Do you want to go on the very good fabrics? Then it's usually easier to find something very quick, or do you have to, can you compromise? Like, can you do something cheaper now and work on it more later? It's like all of those things you need to take in when you need to do in such a short time.
I can recommend looking in second hands.
Yeah,
they can have a
second hands
lot
are
of fabric.
Super good. And also don't be afraid to actually use like pre-existing garments.
Yeah.
Like if you, for example, if you're gonna compete, then it's maybe a different thing, because then it's usually that you have to make, I think it's like 80% of your costume yourself, apart from shoes and socks, for example. But if you can buy anything and modify it, well, that's totally fine. And that's more of the happy part as well, because if you're afraid of starting with maybe a pattern It's like I never use patterns because I don't know how they work most of the time. And then I just use like a t-shirt and pin it on me and see from the reference, okay, is it supposed to have like lower shoulders? Is it supposed to be fitting? And then I just pin it.
Yeah.
And then I take it off and then I sew it.
That's a great tip.
That's how I do most of these bodysuits. Like I did to Peridot here, for example.
Yeah.
What kind of fabric do you suggest for that kind of thing? I mean, stiff fabric could be kind of hard to do that.
Stiff fabric is always harder. So in the and also depending on what you want to do. Do you want to make a bodysuit? Go for anything with stretch. Yeah. Preferably a 4-way stretch, which means that they stretch on both ways.
Yes.
But since it's Sweden, it's not always very easy to find.
No, this is very like soft cotton stretch. So this is actually this I can recommend actually.
Yeah,
jersey fabric.
Yeah, jersey fabrics.
Yes.
And also if you want to wear them for a long time, aim to actually have some like cotton in it because like full polyester usually doesn't breathe as well.
Yeah,
it's cheaper, but
can't.
It's like durable in the sense that you want to wear it for a long time.
Or perhaps you can modify it so you can have, because I can, like I said, I can slip through this thing, so I can breathe with this thing actually.
Yeah, precisely. And then it's like put it on. Everything.
Yeah, or this, so you can show.
Yeah.
I don't have it here, but I had cut a hole here so people can.
Yeah, so you can just pull out the.
Show the band for.
Yeah, and that's also like super tricks that you can use.
Me myself is starting to use a lot of. What is it called? Cardboard.
Yeah.
Cardboard.
No, not cardboard. No. It's Velcro.
Velcros and magnets
yes.
to like attach things, and then you can just remove it if it gets too uncomfortable. Because a lot of armor and such can get heavy or can get uncomfortable, and sometimes you can't even sit down.
Yeah.
So it would be nice to like just remove them.
Like going to the bathroom.
Yeah.
That's a good one.
Yeah, like a lot of times when I'm wearing cosplay, I plan to not go to the bathroom at all.
It's like when you put it in front of you and you realize, okay, have I gone to the bathroom? Yes, now I can put it on. And it's like, unless you have a cosplay that you actually thought about, how can I remove things in a different way? It's like, can I attach magnets? Yeah. And that's not hard to do either. It's like, you just take whatever material you want, put magnet in between and then layer it with something else.
Or for me, who usually like have these kind of things and you can just pull them off, or like with Queen of Hearts, like pull it in, pull it up.
Like simple, like don't make it too difficult.
Yeah,
it's supposed to be fun and comfortable with cosplay, so that's why you can at least have some things to adjust them so they can feel comfortable to you, but also don't have to be a very pain in the ass when you go into the bathroom.
That awkward moment when you have to ask your friends to help you in the toilet.
It's like a wedding dress.
To go to the toilet, like, could you hold my dress? Could you just, please?
Yeah, it's like every time I went into like bathrooms at conventions and you see the look on people's face, and it's like when they have this big, beautiful ball gown and they turn around and it's like the despair is on their face and it's like, good luck.
I usually do, like, I just remove it, jump out and go.
Like, whoop, that is so true as well.
It's like, can you
just
keep an
so
eye on
that's
the shirt.
also like tips and tricks. Don't make it too hard. It's like if you're gonna do a ball gown, well, put it like you can put a string inside the petticoat, which you can like take up and tie around, because that will be very convenient.
Well, a tip is when I was studying sewing is to have like a little loop in the end of your gown, and then you can put your hand in it and lift it up yourself. So when you're walking, you don't need a
you don't have to do the princess style.
You just lift it up and go.
So you don't have to have a body partner on that.
I'm an independent cosplayer who need no other person ever.
Need no other.
How, like, if you're just sewing and do you like the seams go up where at the con? What do you do? Because you obviously like speeded this through.
Yeah, so that can always be one of the like main parts that you have to be careful about, because you will know difference on people who spend a week or someone who has actually done all the seams correctly as they're supposed to be. For example, it's like I usually just take everything with. I have been getting better at using zigzag, so it's like I zigzag all the edges and then I sew it together. We have a body here.
A bug.
But it's also depending on when they go up. I always have like a bag of safety pins. because like I can sit down and sew it together, but it's usually easier to just pin together and keep doing your day.
Yeah.
We should call them the safety buds instead.
Yeah.
I've done the sins of sins. I've just super glued it together.
Super glued it. I actually did once when I had a dress and like it was a big hole in the side, so I just took it out inside out. And then I had duct tape, so I just put one part on top and then folded it over, so just put it together. So it's like, don't move this part for the rest of the day. This is okay. And that's also because like if you just want to go and have fun in this kind of cosplays, like if you're going for a shoot or anything like that, then it's okay. It's like because people have to remember cosplay is for fun.
Yeah.
And it's like, of course, if you're gonna compete, always a bit different, but you're doing this for yourself.
Yeah.
So it's only you who can decide what to do with your cosplays and not.
Yeah.
Well, sorry, go ahead.
Yeah. For me, I remember my sword for my Captain Hook cosplay actually took a battle damage when I got up there. So I had the don't panic moment and have to paint it all over again. But I realized that the color scheme of the handle of the sword actually was very ugly. So I decided to go to the next store, buy some new fabric and some protectors because I did all the painting in my back of my car.
Oh.
The fun thing is that Captain Hook was also not completely finished.
There we go.
There we go. There he is. It's actually one of my favorites this year. Actually, he was so funny to make.
Yeah,
I
you
love
looked great on stage.
like the fabric edges of the coat.
Yeah,
Those
it's actually I don't remember the name of the fabric, but it's actually like this old wool.
Right.
So it was. I really wanted to have this historical correction, but not to. I had this color scheme on him, but also didn't want to do other things because you can see the golden fabric on the sides, and actually that was a very fun detail I want to put on him. So,
and Captain Hook is very flaunty with the.
yeah, but he's a very foppish.
Yeah, it's like the hat and the hair and the
dash it
everything.
on
It's
all.
like, it's like I love his shoes as well. It's like
Yes,
walk them heels.
I took some old shoes I found on the second store and fixed it. But as you can see on the handle, it was new. It's a new paint with more gold issue because the last time which I got battle damage was more jellish. I really wanted from the film, but I said again, let's go a little more classy because he's a classy character.
Yeah, and that's also like when you take your artistic differences, it's like it's supposed to be this, but it's a cartoon.
Yes.
So you can take out the edges of it.
Yeah, but you can also combine to make it more fun as well.
Yeah, truly.
Yeah. Have you ever wore an unfinished cosplay?
Unfortunately, yes, a few times. But they've all looked good, so it was fine. Because
How do you make it look good? What's your trick?
my trick for making cosplays look good while unfinished is that I don't show the unfinished parts.
You just hide it.
I just hide it. No, but usually I think it's a lot, like for me, it's about the attitude I come out with. If I go out with the feeling that this is not finished, this is ugly or whatever, it's like I don't feel comfortable in it, people will notice.
Yeah.
But it's also like in the biggest things, like the obvious things you see. Like if someone were to flip my seams, yes, they would notice that I haven't folded or I haven't sewn this and that. But like when I get the silhouette of the thing it's supposed to be, like I get the feeling, I get the character through it.
Yeah.
Then that's usually how I do. Like for my wig example, like it's not finished in the back, but as long as I get the curves that I want the lines in my face, or for example here, if you look, it doesn't really look very good inside.
Yeah.
But that's okay because I aim to get it very big as she actually has on her arms. And that's quite okay because as long as you don't go up and watch it from close, then you don't see it. And as long as you get the, as I said, the silhouette or the shape. So go out, go big, or go home. That's usually how I feel.
I try to remember something, but I think there are two options of that, and that's both this Peridot and where this comes from Wicked actually, because I kind of felt that I didn't really complete her. Because her front part was not much of detail, which is I wanted from the reference pictures. And Peridot, I did the most dumbest mistake ever, having body paint on my arms. And
Right.
yeah, I should have done this what I did to Necron instead. But last year when I had very huge parts of her limb enhancers with the goes here and here, I did some small design fault on that as well. But that's something you can always teach about.
Yeah.
But I didn't really bother about it much because I felt proud with it anyway. I even the color schemes on her limb enhancers, her headpiece, and my ugly body paint was very ugly. I didn't care because I was like, I'm on the stage, it's late at night, let's do this.
Yeah.
And then I just took off the limb enhancers and was like walking around and like talking with people anyway, so I didn't
just
mind.
had fun with it. And that's also, I think, one part that's with body paint, because a lot of people who start with it and feel like, well, that was my first time. I bought one of those like oil-based, just put it on. It's like, this is perfect. No, that's like one of those things I think people should actually like learn up, like read up on.
Yeah.
How do you apply makeup? How do you apply oil-based or water-based body makeup?
Yeah,
because
I think the most important part is sealing it.
Sealing and also priming, because like if you lotion your body before, it will tend much better, and also sealing. And please don't use hairspray.
No,
it's okay, but the thing is that you will seal everything with hairspray. Your body will not be able to breathe and you will sweat to death.
Yeah.
You can actually get really sick as well.
Yeah, but otherwise you do my tip and have, if you have character,
it's like,
do this instead, and then you cut holes in the arm parts so you can actually whip them out.
because like it's so much more worth it in the end. You can always edit things, and that's also, remember, nothing is set in stone. If you miss a few parts, if there's something you're not happy about, it's like, don't put it on your photographer, but it's like, ask, is this something we can edit out? Because sometimes you both want pictures to be good.
Yeah, or otherwise you can do what I did to this.
Yeah.
Revenge on it, huh?
Okay, before we end it here, I just want to remind. Okay, I think I done it. There we go. Before we end it here, I just want to remind you to #Cosplay Studio to ask us questions that you wanted to hear that we might have not. Oh, we have a tweet already from Casper. So, what are people's favorite material and favorite part of crafting?
Fabric glue, and I would say for material, I would say leather, like fake leather, and EVA foam. Yeah, or like craft foam. I can do anything in that.
For my part, it's more of this stretch fabric because I'm more comfortable to working with this actually rather than having only cotton. And when it comes to other forms, it's papier-mâché actually, because it's very cheap and it's more fun to work with it because it takes time with layers, but in the end it actually looks good actually, just doing paper.
So it's like part of crafting, I think, like the whole process where you actually get to do stuff. Like where you can do like props, for example. I think that's super fun. Like when I did these parts, and it's like I can shape things and it feels like I'm an artist making things out of things, and it's the best thing ever.
Yeah. So,
do we have any other questions?
We will have, in the end of the second segment, we will have more questions. So keep sending us questions. Even if you already sent one, send another and another. We will take them all. We like our questions. So go ahead and #Cosplay Studio at Twitter to ask us questions. So I will let our sponsors give us a small word before we continue with our cosplay highlight. So,
Look, Tarugar, pups! The time has come to crown the new King of the Storm! During the past weeks, there has been over 150 teams fighting each other in glorious battle! But only one team can emerge victorious!
Oh, the secondary Ring of Frost at level 20! And a 3-man mosh pit in the bottom! They're not even dying down, the Oreo is absolutely fantastic!
Cheer on your favorite battle in the arena on the 8th and 9th of April when the final battle is had. With enough of you supporting this tournament, we will be able to do this over and over and over again. So make sure to stay tuned for Blood and Honor for the Storm!
Do you play Counter-Strike together with 5 other people? Do you guys think you're pretty good? Well, then you should definitely sign your team up for King of Nordic. How, you ask? Well, if you're from Denmark, esport.dk. From Finland, csgofinland.fi. From Norway, gamer.no. From Sweden, publiclear.se. And finally, if you're from Iceland, esports.is. We wish your team the best of luck and hope to see you battling it out against your Nordic brethren in the next show.
Hi, I'm Nimdra, and I'm gonna tell you my story how I made cosplay a profession. I never knew my own ambition and how far I would go. I made my first cosplay in 2009, Amy Sorrell from Soul Calibur 4. I used to play that a lot. So I made my own costume and I competed, and something amazing happened. People voted for me. So I won my first prize, the People's Choice. In the end of 2016, I got to work with Ejstes Studio, and I was interviewing cosplayers around DreamHack, and apparently they really liked my work. So they called me up to Stockholm to their studio. And from there, they hired me as a cosplayer.
Hi, welcome back. We have our cosplay highlight here. It's Simona Cosplay. You can check her out at Facebook if you want to see more of her. She does a lot of Zelda cosplays, as you see.
I love Zelda. It's a nice game.
Tell us a little bit about yourself. What do you do? How old are you?
I'm 21 years old. I'm a waitress, and mostly I just make cosplay and play games. I'm also a LARPer, so that is kind of my 3 hobbies.
Yeah.
It's games, LARPs, and cosplay.
So you don't have any other hobbies that's like outside the whole cosplay?
No, not
area?
kind of. I'm really a big nerd.
Yeah, I know you've been. I've been into mermaiding for a while, and I know you're trying to get into it.
Yeah, I really want to try it. It seems really fun. So.
Yeah, I guess it's kind of cosplay. Mermaiding is, by the way, when you have a mermaid tail and you swim underwater. It's super fun and it's great training for the body and the core. So go check it out. We have like a page, Mermaids of Jönköping. Just sneaking it on there.
It's awesome.
Yeah, tell us a bit about how you pick your cosplays.
Oh, basically I mostly cosplay from Legend of Zelda.
Yeah.
So basically I just find the characters I like the most. And now with the new Breath of the Wild, it's a lot of characters I want to do. So it's kind of tough to choose between them.
I know you're working on a character at the moment.
Yeah, I'm working on Miffa, that is the Sora champion. And she's really, really beautiful.
Yeah.
I think she's really cool. So
I think you will do amazingly.
Yeah.
Amazingly, is that a word?
Yeah, I think so.
It is now.
Yeah.
Well, you're like, I know I've been commenting before on your pictures. I call you a cosplay machine because you literally just like shitting out cosplays.
Yeah, I know.
No offense, like that's a compliment.
I know.
It's like, pew! It's like, whoa.
Like I said, I have no life. I work, come home, I sleep, eat, and work on cosplay. That's pretty much my life.
Well, it doesn't sound too bad.
Yeah, it's kind of fun.
Yeah, just looking at my questions.
Yeah,
we have some pictures. We can show them soon.
Yeah, okay.
We can show them now.
Yeah, okay. Oh, that was my first cosplay. It's so terrible.
I think it looks really good. You're really beautiful.
But the fabric is a disaster, and the wig, oh god. But I wanted to show my first cosplay just to see how much I have changed since 2013, I think. Something like that. Are you okay?
Yeah, I caught the bug and then it flew away.
Okay, but that's my first cosplay.
Yeah.
It's Merida from Brave.
I like the horse.
The horse is really cute.
Did you make the horse? That's just kidding. I like the wig actually.
Oh.
I really like that cosplay.
This is Nimdra from Twilight Princess. It's also a Zelda game. It's my favorite cosplay I ever made, and it's my favorite character from Zelda.
Yeah.
She is pretty much the most badass Zelda character I know.
Yeah,
So-
this is a great example of the body paint issue we were
Yeah.
talking about before,
So-
because you're wearing jersey here.
Yeah, so it's a bodysuit in stretchy materials. So, because I didn't want to paint my body.
Yeah, the black and white.
And
all
also Solly Photo that took the photo. He's amazing. He's so good to work with. He's really, really great.
Yeah, it's an amazing photo, and you
Yeah.
look really great.
Yeah, then we have Naboru.
Yeah.
She's also from Zelda.
Yeah.
She's from Ocarina of Time. One of my favorite races from from The Legend of Zelda is the Gerudo race because it's all female. They have like one male every 100 years, but they
Yeah.
are like female warriors.
How did you make all the details? What is
Oh,
that?
yeah.
What is that? Material wise, I mean.
Mostly it's craft foam covered with Warbler, and the belt is a bit thicker, so it's Eva foam.
Yeah.
I would like to update this cosplay in the future and fix a new wig and everything. But
How would you do that? What would you use instead of what you
I
used here?
just think I would take more time to work on her because
Yeah.
I made it in like 2 days. So
Cosplay machine.
yeah, but I like the character. She's really badass.
Yeah, you look really good.
Yeah,
Oh.
and there we have the cosplay I have today. It's Zelda from A Link Between Worlds. I actually made this for Comic-Con Stockholm last year. Like I said, I love cosplaying from Zelda, so
Yeah, well, you look great. You look really beautiful.
Princess Zelda is so pretty. So
What's your favorite part about this cosplay?
I think it's all the parts underneath, like the skirt and the top, because I did spend a lot of time on it.
Yeah.
I would love to update the armor painting and the priming of the armor.
Yeah.
But yeah,
Well, it's always great to I've updated a couple of cosplays, and it feels better when you
Yeah, I
update. It's
know.
like I know so much more now.
yeah, and I want to update like all of my cosplays. Every time I finish one,
why
I want to
not?
update it.
I mean, you learn after every cosplay, you learn new skills.
Yeah.
So it's it's great to keep going. It's especially if you remake a cosplay, it's like,
Yeah.
oh, well, this looks much better.
Yeah, I have some parts I want to remake on this one. I'm gonna fill in the painting job here a bit better. Also, I want to prime this armor better because it's just wood glow.
Yeah.
But I will try to repaint it also. So,
Yeah.
Yeah.
I usually use 3 layers and
yeah.
I'm wood glue addict.
Yeah. Okay, that's my cosplay partner Moran. I made both of our costumes in 2-3 weeks. And she's kind of one of the reasons I cosplay because
Oh.
I love cosplaying with my best friend.
Oh.
It's really fun, and
Maybe
she's
we
so
should
pretty.
have had her
Yeah.
today with us.
She's really
time.
pretty. But yeah, we did compete together on Comic-Con last year, and it was really, really fun.
Yeah, I was there as
Yeah.
well, and you guys looked fabulous.
Yeah, it is really cute. Yeah, there is my almost latest cosplay, and I have made both of these cosplays. The Zelda is Louisa,
Yeah.
and she helped me under my performance.
You look fierce.
Yeah, I know. Someone on the internet thought I looked like a vampire. So.
Kind of. I mean, I can see that.
He's a demon lord, so it's almost the same
I
thing.
mean, the gray skin and the fangs
Yeah.
and the color.
Yeah, I love cosplay him because he's so fabulous, and you can do so much with his personality.
Yeah.
And that's why I love this character so much. He's one of my favorite bad guys from the Zelda series.
Yeah, we have a performance that we will show later after we had this interview. So, speaking of competition, have you been in competition a lot? And just pause. Hashtag cosplay studio, ask us questions. Ask Simona questions. She wants a lot of questions. So, hashtag cosplay studio at Twitter. Go, do it now. Okay, let's go.
Yeah.
Competitions.
Competitions. I want to compete at Nerkan Summer with Miffa, and I'm gonna do a really, really sad performance. So everyone gonna cry. That's my plan. I don't gonna spoil anything if you haven't played Breath of the Wild. I did play it in like 12 days, I think, because I wanted to know how it would end.
Wow.
But yeah, she's a fantastic character, and yeah, it's just sad.
Yeah, I know you're working with latex, and I think I forgot to send in those
Oh.
pictures. So,
okay.
but go ahead and watch them at her cosplay page, Simona Cosplay at Facebook and Instagram. I
Yay.
think you use that as well.
Yes.
It's so hard keeping track on all the social
Yeah, I know.
medias.
But I'm doing like, instead of just doing the plain fabric, I wanted to do something special with this. So I used to make like latex fish scales
Yeah.
almost. So I'm gonna do like 50 parts of latex fish scales.
Sounds like a lot of work.
Yeah, I know.
But we will have to have a photo shoot together.
Yeah,
Fun.
she's gonna do Zelda, so
Yeah, I'm gonna say.
it's gonna be amazing.
Oh, we have a question for you.
Yay.
Someone wanted to ask something.
Yeah?
Ole, so we ask, Simona, when you were you bitten by the Zelda bug?
Okay,
What?
I need to say that my mother, she didn't read like stories for me when I was little. She played Zelda.
Aww.
She always played like Ocarina of Time and Majora's Mask, and sometimes Banjo-Kazooie and Mario 64.
So she like
She's a nerd.
she like manipulated you into loving Zelda. She's
Yeah.
like, I love it now. You should love it.
So
Well, it's not
her
a bad
fault.
thing though.
No, also I can't complain about it.
Yeah.
So I'm a Nintendo nerd. Nintendo is the best games
well,
ever.
I played a lot of Nintendo when I was younger.
Yeah.
But like, what is your reason? Why do you cosplay? What does it give you?
Oh, that's a really hard question. I think I cosplay a lot because I get that adrenaline kick from going up on stage. I love competing. For me, it's not about winning. For me, it's just to go up and show the character how you have how should I explain? It's really hard. But I want to show the character's personality.
Yeah,
basically.
showing off your work, showing off all your work and all the stress you've been through, and just like letting it out on stage.
Yeah, and also it's really fun to like want people that also like Zelda, like your cosplays.
Yeah.
And yeah, that means a lot.
Yeah, I love when people come up and like, you're cosplaying my favorite character. Oh, can I take a selfie with you? It's like, of course.
Yeah, I know, and that's the like best feeling ever.
Yeah, and you feel so appreciated.
Yeah,
It's like,
really
oh my God, you're like alive.
yeah, that's one of the best things with cosplays.
Yeah.
To like make someone's day.
Yeah, it's great to be recognized.
Yeah.
And some people like kind of actually believe you, the character. I mean, they understand that you're not the character,
Yeah.
but they like, you just look so familiar. It's like, oh wow.
Aww. Yeah, that's the best thing ever.
Yeah, it is. I agree. I love that. Does it affect you in your personal life?
Oh.
Cosplay, because you do a lot of cosplay.
Yeah, like I don't really sleep so much. I'm like, I can be up and work on cosplay, or I can sleep. But now I'm gonna work with cosplay instead. So yeah, sometimes it stresses me out a lot.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's my life. I think it's
But
fun.
if
So
it gives you happiness.
yeah, it's worth it in the end. So
Yeah.
it's nice.
So, like, just a random fact about you. Just totally random.
Oh, okay, totally random. Oh my god, I'm so bad at this. Oh, yeah, okay, we have a random. My first convention when I was cosplaying Merda,
Yeah.
I have made a bow, and on one picture from the convention, I did hold it the wrong way, so I did shoot myself in the head on the picture.
No.
It was so derpy, I didn't know that.
Oh.
It looks so fun, but yeah, that's a random fact about me. I'm really bad at holding bows, basically.
Then we should not give you any bows, so you won't shoot yourself or anyone else
In the face.
in
It's
the
bad.
face. Yeah. Stop shooting at me. I really want to show the performance you did. We have a video of that. And then during that performance, that's your last chance to hashtag cosplay studio to ask us questions, because now I will bring in the rest of the girls and we will play around with your questions and it will be fun. So that's your way to interact with us, because we want to talk with you. So let's show them your awesome performance at Narcon Winter 2017.
Hear me, my horns. The spells need complete. The Demon King returns. Until then, you will keep that web from interfering with my ritual. Yeah! I don't care if a whole lot of you get lodged on the enemy's blade. Buy me the time I need. My wrath if you fail me! You're far too quick, boy. I realize a simple child like you knows nothing of magic. But spells like this take time and a steady hand. Can't you wait quietly like a good boy? You petulant brat! You've pushed me too far. I've waited my whole existence for this. This is my moment! You know what? Fine! You're so intent on hurrying to your grave, I'll be happy to show you the way. This time, there will be no heroic escape. I was a fool to toy with you and let you walk away with your life before. But I won't make that mistake again.
Hi, welcome back. That was an awesome performance by Simona. Simona, sorry! I'm so sorry. We have some questions from you guys, so let's. The camera disappeared. I'm so sorry. Sugar Nyan says, "What's your dream cosplay?"
Should we start with you?
Go ahead.
Yeah.
You can start.
Oh, okay. Oh God, I have a lot of dream cosplays, but I can say one. One of my dream cosplays is Midna and Wolflink in one. So I would do like a Kentaur body with a wolf instead. Wow. So I would say that is one of my dream cosplays.
Interesting.
Yeah.
And I think I have like several, but the one that comes right to mind is Sarah from The Labyrinth with David Bowie, and like that huge ball gown and the hair and everything.
Yeah.
But just because I never do those types of cosplays, and it would be so fun to have that super frilly rainbow shiny sparkling thing. I was like, yes, one day.
Yeah.
Oh gosh, I too have many cosplay projects that are very huge, and but if I had to pick one that I really want to do like right now, it's from a Disney series called Disney's Gargoyles, and the character's name is Angela. It's a huge creature of a gargoyle, like big feet and like wings and stuff, and I really want to do it because it's like that's so majestic, and I really want to do it. So it's my dream cosplay.
Yeah, that's awesome. Sounds
We have like super many.
fabulous.
Yeah, it's like the list would go on.
Yeah,
but
but
like, I had to pick
why
one.
not?
More questions. Yes. Krister asks, when you have decided what costume you to do next, do you share that information with other people, or do you keep it secret?
I share it always because I'm not really a fan of secret cosplays. I think it's kind of weird, like no one should know what you cosplay. It's not my thing, so I always tell people.
I would agree on that one as well, because I have such a hard time not telling what I'm doing. I'm like, look, I did a thing. It's like, how could I not show that? It's like, it's another thing if it's for like a secret project, like if I got a commission for like something that has not yet been displayed, for example, because then it's class souls and stuff that it's like you can't show this, then it's a different thing. Yeah. But it's so much more fun to share the creating experience and be like, hey, this is what I'm doing right now, and like to actually take part of that. And it's like if someone wants to learn how to do it and you can show it while you're doing it, it's like a walking tutorial kind of.
Yeah. I agree. I actually, no offense to whoever does this, but I find it really boring when you don't share your project. It's like, but I follow you because I want to see your skills.
Yeah. For me, I'm very lazy with those kind of updates, or sometimes I like, right, I have to post it so people know. But sometimes some projects like the competing cosplays is something I maybe want to keep a secret, or like 3 days before the con, it's like, okay, here's a picture of what I've been creating, and you get an internet cookie for guessing which character it is.
I could though think about like not wanting to show like special effects. Like if I incorporate something in a costume that's meant to be watched on stage, like that I will probably share after to not take away the surprise moment. Yeah. But otherwise I'm like, look, I did a thing.
Oh, it's shiny.
Okay, I'll put it on the fridge.
Perfect. Okay.
Mao22Y asks, have you won any prizes for that tracer? It looks awesome.
Thank you. That's cute. Well, I have actually not competed in this one at all. Firstly because, well, I have done the bodysuit as well, but I have the bought leggings as well because they are comfortable. But I want to update it and actually compete with it sometime. But right now it's more of my wanting to walk around comfy cosplay. So.
Yeah.
Comfy cosplay.
Yes,
it's the best. Have to compete.
Yeah, it's like in normal shoes and leggings and a jacket. It's like, it's perfect.
Yeah.
Hands.
More questions, please. A flying hobo. What's
Best
your
name.
most commonly used cosplay hack?
Oh. Wow, that was hard.
Yeah.
Duct tape. Glue. What do you use?
Safety pin, everything. No, but cosplay hack. It's like, there's so many to pick from.
Your favorite?
My favorite one. My favorite cosplay hack, I would say, is. It's like strange. Which one is that?
Which one of them?
Yeah, it's like. Well, it's so different.
Do you guys have any?
I don't know.
I try to think because I think there's many possibilities, but a common one is very difficult. I mean, for me, it's like papier-mâché is an easy piece to do, but I think safety pins, or maybe we should call it safety butts instead.
I know my favorite one.
Yeah.
Ironing warbler. That is one of my most commonly used.
What?
Yes, because you can actually iron warbler.
I know you can reheat it and like.
Yeah, but you can actually use an iron because you use like.
Don't you ruin the iron?
No, because you have like baking paper
Yeah.
in the middle. Because I tried with like metal foil, that does not work as good. So you just put the baking paper and then you just iron on top of the warbler, like when you need those really smooth surfaces for details. Cool. That is, I think, it's not my most commonly used, but it's the best I have.
I have like a mini iron, like a super small one.
Those are awesome. And especially like when you have those, like the ones that just a needle, like a needle, and you want to make like super small details or bumps or like battle wounds, then you just take everything.
Yeah, I will go home and try the ironing thing. It's like, what are you ironing? Warbler.
Don't mind me, I'm just doing the laundry.
Why does it smell like plastic? Shh, don't ask.
It's not. No, it's not. It's your imagination.
Do you have anything, Simona?
Yeah, I don't remember the name. Do you know on the back of your cosplay?
Velcro?
The thing.
The light or the.
as you know, the thing I help you with.
Yeah, the Velcro. Yeah.
Okay. That's the best thing
Yeah,
ever.
because everything is like I can just take everything off, including my back part is just attached with Velcro because you don't want. It's like sure, it sometimes might like loosen a bit, but as long as you have enough, it's just you can just get it on and travel.
It's the best thing ever.
Going
really
like Iron Man style. Like, oh, sorry.
It's not bad.
Yeah. Especially like hold my armor and then sit back in. It's like I'm done. I'm done.
Do we have more questions?
I like it. Everyone's like, do we have more?
Do you see something?
It's magical. Maybe
Come on, ask him something.
Yeah. Boris asked, what makes a super good cosplay better than a good cosplay? Is it all in the details, or is it there? Is it more than that?
Oh God, that's really hard to say.
Super cosplay.
It's like super cosplay. From my point of view, is someone that's taken like that extra step.
Yeah.
But it's not usually. It doesn't have to be in the details, because for me it can also be like when someone's in character.
Yeah.
Because that could be so cool when I see like a super cool cosplay, and then when I get up to them like for a competition or something, and they're in character.
Yeah.
And it's like you see their whole body language. So it's like I think attitude and body language when you step into your costume. Not like I'm wearing the costume, but I'm in the costume.
Yeah.
And that like the sense you get when you walk up to someone like that, and you like it's a good cosplay, but they make it a super good one because they're so comfortable in it and they can like relax and
Be the character.
yeah, they just have that charismatic sheen around them.
Yeah. I have to agree with that because this one isn't very beautiful in details, but when it comes to certain characters, I really want to have the cartoon look on him because that's what makes him the character. So I don't care if like things are pulling out here or a duct tape here. I actually know that in the series he does remove this antenna and then put his own back, so this doesn't bother me at all.
Yeah.
But like you said with the body language, that you give the character to its audience because I was like walking around being rude and was pretending to be smoking on the toilet paper run. So, but it was all fun. I mean, it doesn't have to look like this super professional work. I mean, and a good cosplay can also become a super if you like take a second chance with it as well. Because I maybe wanted to reconstruct on Bender and make this better, but that's something if I want to.
Yeah, because that's like when you feel that you can evolve as a
Like a
cosplayer.
confidence.
Yeah, like Pokemon, evolve, Bender.
Yeah, it's like when people notice you're confident in your costume, then that
It's
takes
like-
you the extra step. No matter how you look, they're like, wow.
Yeah, you get the strut. It's like when they walk up on stage, if they're competing, it's like, wow. And also, I think when people add effects, I'm very, it's like, everyone's like, it's so easy to put in lights. I'm like, yes, but I think it looks fancy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like,
Yeah,
lights and
like,
you have
I
like
don't know.
moving parts. I love when people tinker.
Yeah, I don't know shit about that. I'm like
Yeah,
taking
same.
a Christmas fairy light and like, yeah, look at me.
Yeah, it's like,
music.
I'm the same. So it's, especially like with mine, it's since I can do LEDs, but I'm like, oh, I can just have a click on LED that will just pop on and off.
Yeah.
It's perfect.
Push it, push it.
Yes. So,
Azuransky asks, what's the least favorite cosplay you've made? Did you have any mishaps in that regard?
Yep.
I can start like I said, my favorite cosplay I've ever made is Midna, and I love her so much. It's really my favorite, but the hair wasn't really.
Yeah.
Was it the least or the?
Yeah, I think as the least.
Oh, okay.
But then we have the
I was like,
okay, we have the
why are you talking shit about Midna?
Okay, should we talk shit about my cosplay? Okay. The worst cosplay I made. Or,
like the one you
the least you didn't like.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, that would be Merida, like we talked about also, because it looks like crap. And my first Midna, it was crappy. Yeah.
Wow. I would say, that one's a tough one. I would say my first I really dislike in the sense of how it looked, but that was Axel from Kingdom Hearts. And I was 15 and I had such a baby face. I was really cute. I was so cute with like my fiery butcheric hair and like I actually got a top grade for my coat in school because that was school time. But it's like I would have wanted to have put so much more time into it. And even though it was my first cosplay, it's still like one of those that I would have wanted to do more with it.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. I have one that actually I managed to break down in pieces and like goodbye, good riddance, you monster. And that was actually my project for Nakon Summer, which was Lilymon from Digimon actually. It was one of my first takes on doing a Digimon cosplay, but unfortunately, again, I was very lazy with the schedule of my project. And I realized that everything didn't look good at all. And I was supposed to be competing, but it was at the time when it was raining like hell.
Oh, I remember that.
Everyone knows. It's like the one the rain is like.
Yep. So I decided, nope, I'm skipping this competition. But when I heard about the racket about it, so I was like, nah, not sad at all. But this one wasn't worth the pain in the ass.
No.
So, and I actually... rest in pieces, Lilymon. Maybe I will do a better project. I will do a better one in the future because I have other Digimon projects I want to do. But Lilymon will be a scar of my life that I will always remember to keep scheduling.
But then you have them in your mind and you're like, that was then, here I am now.
Yes.
And then you can always keep on evolving.
Yep.
So it's also, it's like you can't really dislike them either because it's like, at that time you put so much effort into it. But you realized you could do better. Yeah, and I think that's the important part.
I hate my Lysandra.
Yeah. It's really beautiful. It's so pretty. It's so beautiful. I know. So which is such sad.
Just putting it out there, but yeah.
So that was yours.
Robin asked, what would be the best event to visit for someone interested in cosplay gaming culture?
Oh, I would say like Nakon or some convention.
Yeah.
And I love like Comic-Con and stuff like that, but I would say go to a convention because I think the people are a bit nicer and understand the cosplay more at those events. So
I think if you want to do more of the cosplay aspect of that, I would say like NARCon or Confusion or Comic-Con. Comic-Con is good, but it's more walk around, not in the same way of sharing community. Yeah, it's an expo. Yeah. If you want more of the gaming / cosplay, then it's DreamHack. Yeah. Because then you have all of the gaming aspects and some cosplay, which is really nice. But it's like depending on how much you want of either, because like there's not really one for both, or well they are, but it all depends on in which amount you want it.
Yeah. For me, I also want to recommend small conventions or like NARCon for the starters, because there you have people with the same mind of being polite, perhaps, when it comes to actually look up to cosplay like, oh my gosh, sorry, like I'm not stepping on them.
They have a very strong policy against that as well, which is good in some aspects. But like, I think, of course, NARCon is a great first con. It's the biggest con in Scandinavia, so it's like if you want to meet a lot of people, then you can do that, especially in the summer. But as Emma said, I like cozy small cons, where it's like maybe under 500 people and it gets like...
And then you can actually talk to people and share. And also like conventions for that is usually have more workshops as well. So if you want to watch a lecture in a subject, or if you actually want to learn more in that aspect, like start yourself, then it's better.
From other experience I have with a convention or a con, I was in London Comic Con last year, and I really loved it because I'm very used to like big crowds and stuff like that. It doesn't bother me at all, and to see other cosplay from different varieties. I mean, I found a group of Deadpools actually, and trust me, you have to ask them which one of them is best because they will give the best reaction ever. But that's what I like about convention and the cons. It's like meeting people and like
people just having fun.
Yeah, having fun. I mean, that's the best part of it. But again, it's like start with the small ones, and then you feel comfortable with bigger crowds or like a different kind of people. Then try the bigger cons and that.
True. I think that's all for us tonight. I want to thank my guests so very, very much for being with me today.
It was so fun getting
you. It was so awesome having you here. You are all awesome. Sorry, I just lost my tongue or something. So I also want to thank our sponsors for making this possible. So thank you. And thank you.
Hearts everywhere.
All of the hearts. All of the love.
Bye.
Bye.
Are we gone? Are we still on?
I don't know. I'm having fun.
Hi, I'm Nimdra, and I'm gonna tell you my story how I made cosplay a profession. I never knew my own ambition and how far I would go. I made my first cosplay in 2009, Amy Sorrell from Soul Calibur 4. I used to play that a lot. So I made my own costume and I competed, and something amazing happened. People voted for me. So I won my first prize, the People's Choice. In the end of 2016, I got to work with Ejstes Studio, and I was interviewing cosplayers around DreamHack, and apparently they really liked my work. So they called me up to Stockholm to their studio. And from there, they hired me as a cosplayer.
Look, Tarugar, pups! The time has come to crown the new King of the Storm! During the past weeks, there has been over 150 teams fighting each other in glorious battle! But only one team can emerge victorious!
Oh, the secondary ring of frost at level 20! And a 3-man mosh pit in the bottom! They're not even dying down, the Oreo's absolutely fantastic!
Cheer on your favorite battle in the arena on the 8th and 9th of April when the final battle is had! With enough of you supporting this tournament, we will be able to do this over and over and over again! So make sure to stay tuned for blood and honor for the Storm!
Run away, turn away, run away, turn away, run away. Run away, turn away, run away, turn away, run away. Run away, turn away, run away, turn away, run away. Run away, turn away, run away, turn away, run away. Run away, turn away,
Do you play Counter-Strike together with 5 other people? Do you guys think you're pretty good? Well, then you should definitely sign your team up for King of Nordic. How, you ask? Well, if you're from Denmark, esport.dk. From Finland, csgofinland.fi. From Norway, gamer.no. From Sweden, publiclear.se. And finally, if you're from Iceland, esports.is. We wish your team the best of luck and hope to see you battling it out against your Nordic brethren in the next show.